Generally, it is always a good practice to open Abacus in administrator mode. Right click on the Abacus CA and choose Run as Administrator. Only then Abacus will be able to analyze your job after the end of the experiment. So when you open, you have to choose with the standard/explicit model. This is the default option. Experiment number 3, we will be discussing about the stress and deflection induced in a cantilever beam due to a point load. What is a cantilever beam? You might have studied this in strength of materials. A cantilever beam, suppose say for this is a beam made of steel. I am going to fix this to the one end. The support on the left side is known as fixed support. Now here the beam is not permitted to move in X direction, Y direction, Z direction, and it is not permitted to rotate. This is known as a fixed support. So if a beam is fixed at one end and free at other end, we call this cantilever beam. Determine the stress induced in a cantilever beam fixed at its left end when a point load of 2000 Newton in downward direction acts at its extreme free end. So this is our question. You have a cantilever beam which is fixed at the left end, free at the right end, and a point load of 2000 Newton is going to act at the right end. We are going to analyze and find out the stress distribution and deflection in this beam. As usual, we begin by choosing create part. Since this is a beam, we choose 2D planar deformable wire, approximate size 200, and you give continue. In the sketcher area that appears, you are going to choose create lines connected command. Create lines connected command, and make sure you draw a horizontal line. You draw a horizontal line. So whenever your points are horizontal, you will have this H appearing. So you are going to click, your line is generated, and then right click, cancel procedure. Now add dimension. Click add dimension. Click the extreme ends of the line, and our problem we are going to give 100. Press enter. Now click done to exit sketcher. We have just drawn a beam. Next we are going to define property and section. So we move to property module. In that, first we are going to choose create material dialog box, create material icon. The edit material dialog box appears. In that you input density. Since we assume this as steel, the density is 7.9 e power minus 6. And then we move for mechanical, elasticity, elastic. Young's modulus of steel 2E5. Poisson ratio 0.3, and click OK. Now we move to profile. We assume our beam to be a circular profile. So I am going to give circular and continue. In this radius of the circle 5, which means my beam diameter, cross section diameter of the beam is 10 mm. Click OK. Now you go to create section icon. The create section dialog box appears. Choose beam, beam. Click continue. In the next dialog box, just ensure that material 1 is selected here and click OK. Now we have created a section with a material property and a profile. We are going to assign this section to this beam, which this line we have drawn. So this is section assignment. Assign section icon. You are going to select and hold your mouse, draw a rectangle over the entire length of the beam. Click done. in the section assignment, make sure that the section selected is section 1. Click OK. Next, we are going to choose material orientation. Assign beam orientation. We are going to click assign beam orientation. Once again, choose the entire beam. Click done. Press enter. Click OK. And then click done. So we have assigned beam orientation. The next is assembly module. So you move to assembly module. Click on the instance part icon. In the create instances dialog box that appears, you are going to ensure that a dependent mesh on part is selected. Click OK. Next, you move to steps module. In the step module, you are going to create step icon. You are going to click create step icon and make sure initial static general, which are the default steps selected. Click continue. In the next dialog box, you are going to just click OK. And the next, we are going to load module. We move to load module. In the load module, first we are going to define boundary condition. Before you give load, every time remember you have to give boundary condition. So I click on the create boundary condition icon, and the first thing you have to do is move step to initial. Then mechanical symmetry. Click continue. So this is a cantilever beam. So I am going to fix the left end, encaster the left end. So I am going to click the left end, click done, and choose the last option, encaster, U1, U2, U3, UR1, UR2, UR3, all degrees of freedom fixed, arrested to 0. Click OK. You will see several triangles appearing here. Next, you are going to give load, create load icon. The create load dialog box appears. You choose step as step 1. So now according to our problem, we have a point load of 2000 Newton acting in downward direction at the extreme end of the beam, free end of the beam. So point load is nothing but concentrated force. So I am going to give concentrated force, continue, choose the right end point and click done. In the load dialog box appears, I am going to click CF2. CF1 is horizontal x-axis, CF2 is vertical y-axis. The load is 2000 Newton and it is negative because it is a vertically downward load. Click OK. As you can see, a small yellow down arrow appears indicating the direction of the load. So now you are going for mesh module. You have created the load. You move to mesh module. In mesh module, first you are going to define the mesh size. So seed part instance icon, you have to select, and it will intimate you to switch to part on mesh. We have already selected in instances that you are going to mesh part and not on assembly. This is a dependent type mesh. So once you enter the mesh module, you have to choose part and then go for seed part size. So this is by default 10. Just click apply. You will observe that your beam is divided into small size, each of unit 10. Click OK. Next you click mesh part icon and then click yes. The beam will be meshed. It will be divided into, you can see the divisions in the beam. This is known as you know, discretization. So next we go for job module. In job module, we are going to select job manager and then create. In the next dialog box, everything is default. Just click OK. So now a full analysis job is created. Click and give submit. Now Abaqus starts performing the analysis. You just wait for the analysis to be completed. You can check the status of the analysis in the status bar, in the command bar, or in the status of the job manager. The span of time required by Abacus for running the analysis depends on various factors such as the processing speed or capacity of the computer, the RAM, processor, also the mesh size and the length of the element, how much analysis it has to undergo to give you the final result. All these factors dictate the analysis time. A practical original analysis done in industries may go from weeks to months. So now our analysis is completed. This is a very simple analysis. So our analysis is completed. So once you see the completed status, you click on that and view results. Click on the results button. This will load the visualization module. Now we move to click the plot contours on deformed shape icon. So now this will show the von Mises stress distribution on the deformed cantilever beam. This is the stress distribution. The maximum stress is at the near the fixed support and the minimum stress is at the free end where it is gone for extreme bending. So now to view the strain, we are going to this below the menu bar, and instead of yes, you are going to choose U. This is going to show you the deflection. As you can see, there is absolutely no deflection, that is zero near the support because it is a fixed support, and there is maximum deflection in the free end. It is going to bend very low, right? So this is analysis of a cantilever beam loaded with a point load at its extreme free end.